Here we have the Rubbermaid FastTrack Rail System. 12-piece kit. We're going to attempt to put this together and put it up here in the garage to hold some of my light stands and tripods and stuff. So let's unbox it and see what's inside. FastTrack. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, I think that's alright, so this is everything that comes in the box. 2 of these thingamajigs, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 3 of these. 3 packs of screws. And 3 rails. This thing holds up to 50 pounds. This one here holds up to 50 pounds. These hold up to 50 pounds. And these little ones hold up to 25 pounds. And that's not in focus.
You have 3 hardware packs, and inside you have screws that'll mount into just your stud, but you also have anchors in here with these. So because they're 48-inch, odds are you're going to hit a space where there is no stud. Depending on if you start like in a corner, you're going to come short on the other end. So you're going to need the anchors, and then it's got the little push punch to help you set them.
FastTrack.
This is the back of the rail. Once you unpackage it, this will slide out of the plastic, and then you will mount the metal piece to the wall, and then you'll slide the front track back on. The optimal way to do it is to have it on your 16-inch studs, what they call 16-inch center. The center of your stud to the next center of the stud should be 16 inches. If you position them, it'll start halfway. A lot of people aren't real good at finding the center point of your stud, so you're going to end up like this. These 2 are not going to be on the stud, so that's where the wall anchors are going to come in. And it's pretty detailed. A is going to be your stud, that's this screw. B is going to be your anchor. That's where those are going to be. And you'd want to have a decent support if you don't come to a stud on the end, because any weight you put there is going to pull on drywall only. So you want to make sure you have, plenty of studs, or excuse me, plenty of anchors going in. Just slide this off. Maybe it doesn't slide off. There you go. Just separate the 2 pieces. And this is what you're going to mount to your wall. We did an estimate of where we thought we might need to have the bottom part of our piece. That's where we would need it. So we want to make sure we have enough clearance on the ceiling so you don't bang it with your tools. That's where it would come if we put it there, but you got to allow for space to push it up. So we would probably drop this down just a little bit more so that we have a little more clearance to get it in and out. Because we're going to be doing it from down at the ground, and we can't really tell exactly how much, So that will give us a little more room. And then our plastic piece needs to be here. But the inner part is different, so we need to, put some holes in there to get an idea of about where they're going to fall. Now this isn't exact because it's not level, but this will give us an idea if we need it to be somewhere in that realm, no higher.
So what are you doing up there now?
I am drawing a nice level line.
Okay.
And it's easier if you go up above when you're up high like this, because you can look under. It's kind of hard to look up top, so I do it this way. So I get my little bead, and I'll make my line underneath it, because this was about where we needed for the top, so I know. Now these are where our actual holes are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the center. See the little holes I drew?
Uh-huh.
That's going to be about the center of them.
Okay.
So I know that this is the line that's important.
Okay.
All right.
Fast track.
Okay, when you're trying to find a stud is usually about 2 inches wide before it's planed, which makes it about a 1 3/4 when it's done. So it's not a true 2 inch. But when you're doing a stud finder, you're going to go over, you're going to make a mark. Then you're going to come from the other side. And that's going to be another mark. So that's going to tell you your stud is right here. Center, 16-inch center is going to be there. So that's your center. Now you're going to find another one over here. You're going to do the same thing. So it's going to start about here. And it's going to come over this way. That's going to be that one. So that's going to be your center there. So when you put things, when they say 16-inch center, it's not on the edge, it's the center of the stud. That's your center, that's your center, and that should be 16 inches from there to there. So when you find your center, you want to get your nail or your screw as close to center as you can so that it's in the good meat of the wood. You don't want it over here where it might chip off, or over here. You want it as close to center as possible so you get your best strength. When you mount this, you're going to have this part against the wall, but trying to line it up with the lines you have is difficult. So if you turn it over, it's easier. But you need something that you can push through the holes so you know where your nails need, or screws need to go. This is just an awl, A-W-L. All you have to do is just go in and poke it in. And that'll tell you where your holes are. Right here. Ta-da. Now it's not true center, but it's pretty close. So we'll take it. If we put this all the way to the end, we're not going to be in the center of our stud because they come here, and that's our center. So we decided that we would go ahead and put them on center because that makes them more secure for the rest of them. And we'll just take and put a couple of toggle bolts here to give them the added strength that we need to hang heavy items here. So between the two toggle sets here and being on a stud, the end should be very secure. And plus we'll be on the center stud here and the one down here and further down. Now we'll have to put toggles here as well for the same reason, but that's how it works when you can't get center at the end. Alright, this is a toggle. You're going to put this inside the wall. So you're going to drill a hole that's only going to be big enough for this part to go into. You're going to fold this down and push it in a little bit. So you're going to have a hole in your wall. You're going to push it in up to the base here. Then this cute little tool that comes with your toggles, you're going to push this into it and it's going to pop it open inside the wall. Now you can only go to here, and it's going to, you whack it with a hammer and it'll go just like that. It's going to pop it open inside the wall so that it can't come out. Then when you put your screw in, it's going to go through the hole that's inside it, and it's going to get tighter and tighter, and it's going to be nice and snug up against your drywall, and it's not going to go anywhere. You get 4 of these and a cute little tool in each package, and you get 3 packages, 1 for each rail that you have. Hang on to these, because if you ever need to buy these, which you can get them separately, this is a nice little tool to have. Once I found where I was going to put the holes for the toggles, I took the awl and just made a hole. Don't go too deep if you're on an outside wall or any wall, because you'll go through to the other side. So you make a little hole. Then you're going to drill the rest of it. take your toggle and bend it so that it's like it needs to be, and then try to get your drill bit so it's just a little bit smaller, and then you're going to drill a hole. Better too small than too big. Try to fit it in, and you might have to work it a little bit. Tap it in with your hammer. Now, when it goes in this way, they're going to pop this way. If you turn it, they'll pop this way. I want them to pop this way, so I need to turn this because it's a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Whack them flush. Don't hit them too hard. You don't want to bury them. You just want them nice and there. All right. Now remember that handy dandy little tool? You're going to put that in there because you can see it didn't open up. So you're going to go. There we go. And you'll feel it give. And now it's open. You have to do the same thing with that one. There we go. You gotta give it a little whack. Alright, now they're popped open inside. So now they're opened and positioned so that the fly pieces are out and they can't come out. I put the screw in here, but I didn't tighten it. And then I made sure I had everything level, and I made my marks for where the toggles were going to go in. Then you let it go. You've got to get these in before you tighten this in, because then you can't get your toggles in. So these have to go in first before you start tightening everything in. So make sure you get all your toggles in the wall. So we got these two in. Now we're going to put those two in. I don't think they're going anywhere. These three are studs, and these two on the ends are toggles. I came in from the very end one because when you put another one here, you're gonna go this way with the toggles, because if you go this way, they bump into each other. So if you put it at the end and you put it at the end, then the toggles are gonna pop open and hit one another. So you wanna go this way, or you can't go this way, so you have to leave some space. Now, when I put this one up, it can go on the end because there'll be space for the toggles to pop open this way, because they open up about this far inside the wall, so you don't want them to hit. This side I did it in because there is a stud here, I just can't get to it, and I couldn't open it up all the way that way, so I had to come in so that the toggle could pop open all the way on the inside of the wall. So that's why.
There's a stud there.
So stud,
three studs, and two toggles. And we are finished with this one rail.
Yes.
Next, moving on.
Next one should be easier.
Fast track.
I thought you had to slide them on and off, but the directions say to like pop them in. We tried that, it didn't really work. So we can slide them on, because that I think we're going to be a better method.
You need some help.
Yes.
I'm trying to film. And...
Okay, there we go.
What was that?
Turtle bits.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Ready? 1, 2.
Where's the hammer on happening?
Well, okay.
Okay. Now, the crucial test, after all of this sucker better be level. Oop. And it's pretty good. We'll take it. There's a little track right up here that this is going to fit into. You'll feel it slides like that. And then you're going to pull down a little bit and snap it flush. You want it, this part has got to be flush against the wall. It's not going to move. Now this one is the same thing. It's got a different, but this holds 50 pounds. That's 22 pounds, I think it was.
25, I think.
Or 25, okay. So find the track, drop it down. This, you're gonna lift it up, put it flush, and then drop it down, and it's not gonna go anywhere. And it looks
so
like,
once they're on there, you can't slide them. You're just saying
no,
you can't.
so you'll have to loosen this, then you can move
Okay.
it. Now this one, you just have to lift it up.
Yeah.
You just pull down a little bit and lift. Then you can slide it down if you find that, oh, I need my rake more this way.
Gotcha.
So,
All right.
there you go.
On to the next section. Okay, we got section 2 up, but it's a little bit off. Just a little bit. Why is it off? Why did you put...
When you draw your line and then you drill your holes, they don't always drill right at the center. Sometimes the drill bit will go up or down a little bit. That's life.
That's what you're going with?
Don't make me hurt you.
Alright.
I don't see you up here.
Hey, I'm filming.
Oh, tough life.
Fast track.
Like right then, I can feel it get tight and I know it's going to slip.
So this is your little technique.
So I just push for one thing. And I do a little burst so it doesn't strip.
A little bit at a time, so that you're trying to do it all at once.
Yes, that way it keeps this in contact with the screw head and it doesn't make it strip.
Mm-hmm.
That's me because I'm not that strong, so I have to push and I just do it slow.
Right.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, we've got all 3 tracks up. Ready for put the hook up.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, we got it all up, and I've got all my tripod, light stand stuff hanging. There's still plenty of room. There's a thingamajig that we haven't even used yet. Over here we got a pitchfork and a post hole digger, and so it's a nice little system, I'd say. Any comments?
No.
Would you recommend this product?
Yeah, it's flexible because you can move stuff left or right as you need, but once you got to really make sure you're at the height you want and allow for the drop down of the items or the hooks.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it seems pretty good. It wasn't really that hard to put up once we figured out where the studs were, which was the bigger issue.
Yeah.
It's not the system, it's just finding the studs.
Yeah, because the studs usually weren't.
Some weren't quite 16 center, so you had a little juggling to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but let's do the best you can.
And we'll eventually be replacing the wood ones
Yes.
here. This is a Halloween coffin, by the way. That's what that's for. Nobody's inside there. It's just for Halloween.
Shh.
But yep, it's I like it. I like to say I like the mounts it comes with, the holder things, and I like how you can slide them. So it's nice and tidy. Keeps everything a little bit more manageable, more adjustable, more able to modify things.
Yeah, because the stuff I have on the second shelf, once it's in the wall, that's it. If it's not right, it's a pain to unscrew them and move them. This you could just slide to as you add stuff or get rid of stuff or change stuff around. So that's nice.
All right, another successful mission. Good job with the installation. You can thank me with the filming anytime. Go ahead.
You did a great job.
Thank
Dave.
you.
Great job.
All
You're welcome
right.
for the narration, by the way.
Okay.
The demonstration and all the parts.
I do
work.
try my best. All right. All right. Let's call it quits.
Yeah, let's.